Hello everyone, this is Frank and this is To Be Frank. Welcome to episode 2 of the Ibiza Save. Thank you so much for all the support on episode 1. I generally have not had this many comments and just that much nice interaction. I really appreciate all the feedback and I hope I sound a bit louder this episode. I've definitely tried to amend that. You have to forgive me. I'm a bit of a novice for making videos, so please just let me know. If there's anything you want me to change or anything I can do better, just please let me know. I'd like to start with today, obviously, and really just look at what we're doing in terms of where I left you. I will run through the results shortly, but I want to just show you my transfer dealings and how I got up to, because I did say a deadline day was approaching, and I'll show you the business we've done. We brought in a winger called Waldo. Where's Wally? Yeah, where's Waldo? Unfortunately, he's injured now, only for a couple of weeks, but just a backup winger, just to fill in a few gaps. He's already played 4 times off the bench, so obviously he's a bit more first team than I had planned. But a couple of free transfers, just like literal youth prospects, nothing crazy, honestly. Look, you can. Our B team in under 19 was actually unpopulated when I started the game, so you'll have to forgive me. Obviously, we've signed a couple of just naff players here. It's just mainly to fill up our youth team. I don't want our first batch of players to come in and not have anyone to play with. Obviously, the youth intake would suffer massively from them not playing with anyone. The first big signing, and I really wanted this guy, is Javier Bellman. I got him from Fuenlabrada. He is their number 1 keeper, but he wants to leave more or less as soon as the game starts. I picked him up straight away because I think he can be our keeper well into, like, obviously the Primera Division or La Liga Santander. I don't know what it's called anymore, but I think he can be a top flight keeper. Other than that, obviously, the only couple of signs we got a loan in. I believe this is a 2-year loan I managed to get from Familisao. He's Nemanja Perovic. He's a 6'4" big Montenegrin player. Just to fill in a couple of gaps at centre back. He is 19, so I wouldn't expect him to be starting too much. But I brought him in because I wanted a bit of cover. The one I am proud of is Matthew Hop. I think it's Hop. I know it's Hoppy. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Matthew Hop. But in essence, yeah. So you can see this guy here. Look. He's a good player, and he's better than playing in the second division of Spain. I managed to get him on a 2-year loan as well, and I'll just show you what I've managed to pull off here. It's a 2-year loan. I'm paying nothing on wages, which is unbelievable, and I've got an option to buy for him for 3.1 million. Might seem like a lot of money now, obviously, for Ibiza in the second division of Spain, but you have to remember, I am planning to get promoted, hopefully this year, and that's not a lot. And I don't know if I will sign him, but it's nice to have the secured option that I can if I wish. And obviously that does leave us quite a lot left over in wage and transfers, so January may be very frantic as well. But I'm happy with the start we've made. What I will do is I will run you through the games where obviously we last left you. I played all the way up to Cartagena. I believe the last one was the 1-0 win over Las Palmas, so I will run you through the goals now. In essence, we'll just watch the goals together, eh? Why not? It just makes more sense doing it that way. So I won't pan away and do a cut. We'll just go through it very quickly and just watch a few of the goals. No, with a penalty. You can't not like the name No. But this is where the game really started clicking for us. You saw in the first couple of games, our XG was very high. And the actual performances we were putting in were really good, but we weren't really getting the goals. Things just started flowing now. As you can see, the moves. Cifuentes was holding the ball up fantastically, and everything just worked. That is really fluky goal, but don't worry about that. But no, just the way we played was just better. Just better. We did concede a couple of sloppy goals in this game. I'm not going to pretend it's the best performance, but it's nice to get a good win under your belt. You see what I mean? Like, obviously 5-2. It's a great win. It's our first proper thumping win we've managed to get off the game of the league season as well. But you can just see the way we're playing as well. Like, obviously, just everyone is interchanging with each other, and the system's becoming quite well now. Obviously, we had a 3.69 XG in that game as well, so that helped. I won't go through every highlight, but we lost a friend, Labrada, who I got Javier Bellman from. Roman Zazula, I have no idea what he's doing in the second division of Spain, and he's there in real life as well. But this guy was lethal. Back in the Dina Pro days and Dina Kiev, I'm sure some of you played the earlier football managers, this man was a monster. Still is, still scoring plenty of goals. He's got 4 in 7 already in this league. I just find it interesting how he's managed to get here. Well, how he's fell that far, I guess. in essence, we've also got another loss here, sadly, at home against Burgos CF. I won't run through the goals, obviously. I just want to go through, obviously, to get into a few gameplay videos to this episode as well. And Morabieta as well, another 5-2 win. Fakir with his first goal, Herrera with a couple, Javi Perez and Frank Grima again. You're seeing the same names pop up a few times here now. And Cartagena, Perez, Sanchez and Escobar. So we're getting a varied mixture of scorers, but a lot's coming from midfield, which is very important because this is what this tactic is kind of relaying. What I will do is I'll literally just run through a couple of things and we will go straight into the Malaga game. I'll forward. I'm not there in game, sadly, so I've got a couple of days. So let me play forward. I'll get to Leganes and you'll join me back for, we'll do a Leganes Malaga double header. These games are important because this is where we're going to shape up. We're going to be in the top. We're going to be in the promotion hunt. We've got to beat these teams. I'll join you in a minute. There we go. We're back. Leganes game on the horizon at home. I fancy us, They're not performing as well as I thought they would. And neither are Malaga, to be honest with you. Both of them are more or less near the bottom of the table, which is very surprising. I'd like to point out, as you can see, blue backlighting, blue shirt, blue team, like very blue, aren't we today? Blue theme for the channel. Oh, I'm still not used to like pointing to things on screen. It's all mirrored. But yeah, you've got to love the aesthetic of having like blue everything, haven't you? I've also moved myself over here, as you can see, over to the right, rather as opposed to the left, sorry. Just because, I don't know, I think it looks better. But let me know if you want me to switch back to the other side of the screen, I can do so. I'm just playing around with things, as you can tell. I'm relatively new to content creation, and especially showing my face. So obviously, please be kind. Anyway, Leganes game. What do we reckon? Let's go into it. I fancy this. I do. I mean, I've said that already, more or less, but I do. I think we can win here. I'm going to. Bellman's injured. He picked up a knock, which is really annoying because I really want him to be my more or less like starting player. Matthew Hopp. I've played him twice in a couple of games, but I haven't had a chance to really get him in because he's been travelling and playing for the under-23s for USA, which is slightly annoying. But obviously, that's what happens when you get good players. They just, they start playing for their teams and they can miss a few games and so on. Just due to fitness and like obviously the performance of the front four, I'm not really going to change them at the moment. Obviously, I'll probably play Matthew Hopp if he was available, but he's not. So I'll just carry on with what I've got. Fakir, I will play moving forward, but he's been a bit hit or miss. So I'm going to give him a rest for now and maybe try him for the Malaga game. Anyway, we're more or less straight into the game now. The 3D kits have lovely loaded in. Again, Emozil kits made these for me. And also, obviously, he's given me the 3D kits as well. So it's really nice to see in game. Oh, is that a goal? Straight away. Christian Herrera. One we pinpointed last episode. We want to see more production from him. And he's just given us a great start there. You see 3 minutes in against Leganes with 1-0 up straight away. I think what's important to think about this episode, this game, beg pardon, not this episode, is it's a real test. This is probably the best team we've played. I'm guessing. They've got Kenneth Romero. I mean, that's a good centre back. I mean, maybe my information's a bit outdated, but I'm adamant he's a good player. He is a very good player. See, I mean, he's basically 5-star for this level, more or less. We have a player called Juan Ibiza as well, which is magical. I've only really just noticed that. He's been playing a few games, but Herrera's through on goal again, blocked. Nice last tackle from Leganes there. And that's a foul straight away. Palencia just pulled down Raul Sanchez. This is a fantastic start to the game, honestly. I'm more or less lost for words, honestly. This is really going smoothly, which is, I'm sure you all know, with Football Manager, when everything goes a bit smoothly, you do worry. And I am. But the way we're playing, we just look solid. Really happy with Papa Diop's contribution for the last couple of games. I think he's been, as you see, just pinged the ball over the top for Escobar, who chipped the keeper, and that is beautiful. That's what we want to see. All Football Manager players love to see a chip over the keeper, don't they? I mean, I personally do. That is just sexy. Class on grass. Look at that. Escobar through on goal. And I'd like to point out as well, that is our left back on the inverted wing back who has run forward one-on-one with the goalkeeper there. As I was saying, this tactic is absolutely banging. I mean, I'm really... If anyone asks for it, of course, I can put a download link in the description. But obviously, you've got to let me know in the comments if you want to see that. And I'll happily pop a Mediafire link or whatever you want. I'm not saying it's a special. It is literally inverted wing backs and a couple of other OP roles. I mean, they're only like... I mean, in theory, look, you've got to have a decent team. I'm not saying you could come in as bottom of the league and play this tactic and I think it would do well. But I literally popped this together in 10 minutes, so I'm not saying I'm a genius. It just seems to be effective. I made this for a Copenhagen Save, this tactic, so it's not primarily, obviously, just one size fits all. And as I'm bragging about my tactic, we've conceded a goal through more or less a long ball through the middle, which was more or less, that's quite funny. I know, I'm still pretty happy with our... I'm going to get a bit... pop a shout down to the boys, just encourage them. You don't want to... when you can see the goal, you don't want the compiler effect of conceding another one very quickly. So we'll just give a bit of encouragement and crack on. Escobar's been a revelation today. Just playing in these... in the inverted wing-back role, they do tend to dip into midfield, but he dipped into the 6-yard box and dinked over the keeper, which is obviously impressive. Not something you typically see very often. I thought we was on extensive highlights. This has been a very long first half. Very exciting, though. I'm happy with the amount of... That's a penalty, surely, ref. Oh, there's not VAR in the second division of Spain. Honestly, I thought I picked a league where I could be spared the 15 seconds of, is it a penalty? I'm pretty sure it will be. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. They've stopped play while I was in the box. Why would they not? Anyway, funny enough. That is a bit of a gripe with me, this game. It's probably beating a dead horse, but the amount of, pardon me, the amount of stoppages and things in terms of like penalties and VAR, far too much. No, 3-1. Really rubber stamping our authority on this game now. I'm very happy with that. And we're more or less going to roll into half time with the lead now. And I'll try and make a few changes just to freshen up a few legs, I think, because we've played a lot of games in quick succession. So I just want to make sure everyone's okay. We actually look all right, honestly. I probably will bring off Herrera just in case for obviously the yellow card. And it's a problem I have to deal with in January, but you can see I've got 2 strikers on the bench, 1 playing, and Matthew Hopp. So I've got 4. I don't need 4. So I've got to probably get rid of like 1 or 2 come January, which I will do so. Do you know what? It's only half time, so I'm not going to make too many more subs than that. What is going on? Here we go. Well done. I thought it made the talk for me. I haven't set that up for my assistant to do that, so we'll just double check. It didn't. It just was showing a weird button for some reason, or like the like I've already spoken to them. I definitely hadn't. Maybe I double clicked or pressed the wrong thing. Anyway, into the second half. This has been really calm and comfortable. I want just to give a quick before we... is that... Yeah, 4-1. Fantastic. That was a really scrappy goal, but I love a scrappy goal. Bit of Stoke City 2007 in that there. Literally off the crossbar, literally smash it in from 2 yards out. 4-1. What a performance so far, I must say. And sorry, as I was interrupted by my team scoring the goal, which is very rude, I really did want to give a big shout out to a specific FM Llama. The feedback he gave me on episode 1, massively, helped me hugely. I would never have thought of a couple of things he pointed out, so I'm very grateful. So thank you. If you're watching, Llama, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Literally rolling into the last couple of minutes of the game now. We've absolutely battered Leganes. I was really worried about this game for some reason, but we've... not for some reason. They have a good team, and hopefully, come January, if we're flying in the league, I will make a move for a couple of these big players on the from the sides like Malaga, Leganes, and a few like that. I've got some money in the bank, so hopefully I can bring a few in. Or Ralph Sanchez would have been nice to cap it up with a 5-1. I'm over the moon with this performance. Obviously, look at our XG again, 3.77. We're absolutely battering people at the moment. Malaga are beating Fuenlabrada, I saw down there as well at the moment. I'm just going to freshen up with a few subs. So obviously they've just picked up a bit of form. But we've really maintained and did well this game. I will pop forward, obviously, to the Malaga game now. I will literally just do the team talk while you're with me. And then... what else can I say rather than well done, lads? That's a great win. I'll get forward to the Malaga game and then you can join me then. They make an appearance every episode. The trusty headphones are back, the old ear warmers. I'll leave them on. A bit of a gimmick of the channel now, just to bring these bad boys back. I was speaking to one of my friends, Chris, who was actually watching this video, and he was very confused because, I'll take you behind the curtain. There's my mic. But more or less, he was basically saying, I can't see a mic. And then you took the headset off, and then we can still hear you. I was confused. I was like, well, that's very... Please do not have a mic on them. They are just headphones. They can have a mic. I will... Where is that bad boy? There we go. Hold on. Here you go. Look, that's the mic for the headset. But no, we're not using them. Back on the floor you go, Mr. Headset. Here we are. Well, I got really sidetracked there, didn't I? What am I doing? Here we go. Malaga away. A bit more important now. Let's try and think on the important things now. Playing Football Manager, you know, so it must be serious all the times. No fun allowed. No, here we go. So Malaga away. German Pereno going to keep his place in goal because Bellman is still not fit. Never worry about star ratings too much, but you can see he's literally dropped half a star for being injured for like 3 weeks. A bit of a joke sometimes, but ignore that. I believe Matthew Hobb is still playing for United States. He's coming back in 3 days. Beautiful. Do you know the thing is, he's playing for I think the main team, but he's on the bench. It's irrelevant. I need him back for me. I prefer. We're doing okay without him. Look, let's not say that. But Herrera is 30, and he's a very solid player. I'm not having a go at him at all, but I don't want to play a 30-year-old when I can develop a Matthew Hobb and then buy him for $3 million. If I can get enough game time in him, I'm sure he's going to go crazy and get like boosted up, and you know the dynamic potential can grab him. Anyway. I'm happy with the team. Maybe Lara should play, but I don't know. I'm just trying to. There's a few players where I really need to. Give them game time and so on. But yeah, I'll think of that in a minute. But I'm happy with this team. We'll go ahead with this. Just trying to. I worry sometimes we're trying to divulge and get the team together and so on, and make sure everyone's happy with their playing time. But there's only so much you can do, really. Every save will have unhappy players. It's just how you manage and micromanage them. I find it easier when you get past the initial stage of when the players that start with you at the club tend to be more disloyal than the ones you buy. I find, anyway. Obviously, if you keep them together for a long time, that helps massively. But it's not always something you can do. Let me move my little icon out of the way. Very sorry. Herrera's through on goal. Is that one that looks offside, though, sadly? Just could tell by the players' movements. I think it's offside, but we'll check. Disallowed. Sadly disallowed. Would have been an amazing start. Very similar to Lagana's if that went in. We will just double check the replay. I like seeing. That is fractional. If he held his run a smidgen, we'd be 1-0 up. Just very similar to Lagana's game as well. And we've got to be careful. Malaga are a good team, so, you know, must respect them a bit more. I know they're low in the league at the moment, but like I know that Febas, not Febas, that's a Pokemon, isn't it? That Febas, he's a good player. There's a few players I know in this league. You'd be surprised. Like Payburns as well, I know. He's obviously a French player, as far as I'm aware. That's 1-0. That's very disappointing. I wouldn't check VAR for that. I'm adamant that's onside, but that's a very bad start considering we had a goal disallowed ourselves. Yeah, goal awarded. Oh, it's literally the first hurdle we've had as the Ibiza manager, really. We've had a couple of losses, obviously, off camera, but on camera, we've been pretty solid. I don't think we've lost yet, so hopefully we can turn this around. I will pop a shout out, just make sure the boys are happy, and encourage. Encourage is my go-to. Praise if we're winning, encourage if we're losing. I don't tend to touch the others. It's a system I'd hope they'd redevelop next year, because it seems a bit arbitrary, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like I'm just pressing buttons sometimes rather than specifically saying something. I do miss the old how did they do it before? It was like it stuck in and stuff like that. I miss that. I do miss that. I miss that system, but also it wasn't very dynamic. Feedback's 1-on-1 as well. Oh, good save, German. Thank you. Yeah, this one's been a bit harder. I mean, statistically, it looks like we're doing okay, but we haven't seen any highlights for us other than the disallowed goal. I will try and make a sub here actually and see if I can breathe some life into the game. I think Javi Fakir making up a player now. Yassin Fakir on, and I'll bring on Lara too. Most of my attacking options are either injured or they're not the ones I want to bring on. They're younger or the veterans again. So I'm missing a few options. Obviously, I'm not making excuses, but I must say, look, the actual squad. I think the actual ambition for this year was more or less mid-table from the board, and we're already in the top Is it a playoff spot? I'm assuming there's playoffs. They're shaded in a different colour, so I'm assuming there is playoffs. So I will just double check. But we're making good headway in the league. Even if we lose this game, it's by no means a disaster. I think we've had a great start. We are knocking the ball around with some confidence here, but it does scare me because considering we're not going forward with it. We are. Oh, here we go. Fekir, lovely ball over the top. Raul Sanchez is busting down the wing there. Cifuentes, Fekir, no. Try little back heels. Oh, never mind. Diop, no. Into the box. Sanchez, I think that's offside again, sadly. Or if it's onside, that's a great goal and a lovely move. It was still a lovely move, even though it is offside. If it is, that is, but I'm not sure. I think it is. Disallowed. 2 disallowed goals, sadly. Lovely move again, but yeah, got to hold our run a little bit more. Right, let's try and let's do another encourage, and we'll probably knock it up to positive and just see if they can move the ball a tad forward. Juan Ibiza's nicked the ball actually from the Malaga player on the left wing there. No, down the wing. Pepe Diop literally playing 1-2 with each other with about 5-10 yard balls. Escobar, little daisy cutter down into the bottom right hand side of the keeper there. Just slightly wayward. I think I've made all my subs sadly, so I can't really make any. I've got one left. I'll bring on Castel for Herrera. Just try and freshen up the up front bit. I'll move it back down to balanced. I don't know. I think the tactic works better with balanced. It's more of a. I don't know. I think it's more of a superstition than thingy, but we'll see. Maybe it pays off. No's got the ball now, running down the wing. Back to Papi Diop, the orchestrator. Yacine Fakir's got space. Oh, deflection, hit the crossbar. Oh, so close. Right, I will go on. We'll go on very attacking just for the last few minutes. Clear the ball. Well done. Oh, break out. Go closer. Close down a bit more, boys. Come on, Brandon. Yozabed. Fabas, Brandon, should have been 2-0 game over there, I'm guessing, but so thankfully for us, he's missed the target. Couple minutes, full time, 1-0 loss. Look, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, not the ideal start. Not the ideal end to the episode. Sanchez had a shocker, apparently. I thought he played well, but obviously had a couple. Where were the underdogs? See, the team is on the understanding that they are not the biggest team, so it's okay. We'll just do the press conference quickly and. Let me just pop through that quickly. Give some positive answers. I mean, where does that leave us in the table then? With a few. So we're 9 games in. We've got 16 points. We're in the playoff positions. We're only 4 points off automatics, which is not terrible. Obviously, Girona have played the same amount of games. I think all things considering, we've done pretty well here. Obviously, I've set myself that challenge of getting to the top 4 in the first league in 4 years. I think we're on track. We might not go up this year. I think we will. I still think we will. I've seen enough in the team. Once we get everyone back, once we get to January and reinforce a bit more, I think we'll be too strong for anyone in this division. But that's a little bit long way away. I will probably play down to... I think Almeria and Tenerife is a good joining point back for the next couple of games. Almeria. I'm just making up team names now. Almeria and Tenerife is a good coming back point. Play a few more games, get into November. Something just fell off my desk. It was a nut from the desk. If the whole desk falls down and the camera drops down, please do let me know. But you could just see sort of everything fall in on itself now. But as I was saying, yes, I think a good joining point will be those 2 games. I'll come back for that. It'll be bring us into November, getting closer to that January window. And thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know if you've got any feedback at all. Really, again, appreciate all the feedback for episode 1. I hope you have a lovely day. This has been Frank from 2B Frank. See you later.